You're listening to the European Parliamentary Research Service podcast on new European rules on organic farming.
People today want healthier food on their plates, and the market for organic products is growing by the day. However, EU rules had not kept in touch with such market expansion.
But this is about to change. After 3 years of intense negotiations, EU institutions could soon give the green light to new rules on organic farming and labelling of organic products. So listen carefully.
Organic. It's a common health food buzzword, but what does it mean?
Well, organic production is a farm management and food production system that combines the preservation of the environment and natural resources, a high level of biodiversity, and high animal welfare standards.
So it's about producing food with as little impact in the environment as possible, right?
Right. That's why chemical pesticides, synthetic fertilizers, and GMOs are banned and antibiotics severely restricted. To preserve the soil and its nutrients, organic crops follow a strict rotation scheme.
And every on-site resource is put to good use, such as manure for fertilizers or feed produced on the farm. In organic farms, livestock is also raised free range and fed with organic feed.
Indeed, and the thing is that demand for organic food is driving more and more farmers into greener practices. By 2015, there were over 306,000 organic operators, that is to say, producers, processors and importers registered in the EU.
Organic farmland has more than doubled in the last decade, and each year 500,000 new hectares of land are converted to organic production, but it's still not enough.
Organic land still represents only 6% of the total EU agricultural area. Clearly not enough to meet the increasing demand for greener food, which is leading to increased imports.
So to increase production and remove some of the regulatory barriers that still prevent small-scale farmers from switching to the green option, in March 2014, the Commission proposed new rules on organic production and labelling of organic products. Stay with us.
The idea was to strengthen and harmonise production rules and remove some of the exceptions which had the effect of diluting the rules and undermining consumer confidence, such as, for example, allowing the use of non-organic seed when organic was not available.
To cut red tape, a new system of group certification for small-scale farmers was proposed, but the plans quickly got into a deadlock that would last for 3 years.
So what was the problem?
Well, farmers' groups will call for more flexibility for mixed farms or mandatory annual controls, and to keep some of the exceptions to the rules, while member states remain split on import rules and control systems.
And remember that the Parliament's first report introduced over 350 amendments to the Commission's proposal. So to cut a long story short, after a series of trilogues between Commission, Parliament and Council, in June 2018, the Maltese Presidency and the European Parliament reached a preliminary agreement on the new rules. So what will change?
Well, it's basically about replacing old EU legislation with more modern and uniform rules to encourage more farmers to make the switch to organic production.
The new rules also aim to guarantee fair competition for farmers and operators, prevent fraud and unfair practices, and improve consumer confidence in organic products.
In phasing out some of the old derogations, enhancing legal clarity and simplifying production rules, the EU hopes to make life easier for organic farmers. It also hopes to increase consumer confidence by strengthening the control system and introducing new checks on retailers.
New rules also aim at ensuring fairer competition between EU products and imports. They enlarge the scope of organic rules to cover a wider list of products, such as salt and palm hearts, and provide a more uniform approach on pesticides.
And thanks to a new system of group certification, small farmers willing to switch to organic farming will no longer face the red tape and costs they faced in the past.
The new rules have already been endorsed by the Council's Special Committee on Agriculture and got the green light from the Parliament's Agriculture Committee in November 2017. They now need to be approved by the full Parliament and the Council before they can enter into force.
Which could be in January 2021, assuming everything goes to plan.
You're listening to the European Parliamentary Research Service podcasts.